Good day, listeners. George Ferrito here. If you're looking for me and all the things that I'm doing, check out my website, gferrito.ninja. I don't know why I said it like that. gferrito.ninja, Ninja. Everything's there. If you want to talk to me, if you want to book me, if you want to do anything, go there. If you're just trying to find me on the socials, I'm at the George F on Instagram. But if you're looking for what the F I'm doing around town, I will be at the end of the month showcase on June 26th, that Back to the Grind here in Riverside, California. So check me out there. Got a great lineup of local up-and-comers. Should be a fun time. And then on July 11th, I'll be in Redlands at the Improv School Redlands at the Good Game Comedy Show. That's another fun night. It's a Snapback Friday again. It's going to be fun times. And then we're going to be at the Ontario Improv on July 27th, me and the boys. And then Strum, every second Saturday of the month in Ontario, California, at Strum Brewing Co. It's always fun, always a good time, except when I go up, because when I go up, nobody's there. But by the time I get off stage, apparently everyone's like, oh, we're here now. Let's fucking be here for everybody else. It's whatever. I'm not bitter. You're bitter. But yeah, come check me out at the George F on Instagram, gferrito.ninja for everything. That's me.
All right, you can follow me on Instagram at space.
Oh, I thought I was second, but it's cool.
Were you?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
You want to go?
Nope.
Dude, you can follow me on Instagram at space.lospatino. That's where I'll post where I'm going to be. Currently, I will also be on that showcase June 26th. July 11th, 8 p.m. show at the Good Game Comedy Show hosted by George Guzman in Redlands at the Redlands Improv School. In none other than Redlands, of course. So I'll be
Improv School, California.
in Improv School, Southern California, North America. I will be headlining. I will be going last. And
due to budgetary constraints, you're featuring.
I'm featuring. I am okay with that. Shit, I told him, I was like, just give me 10 minutes, but let me be on the show with my friends, and then he didn't do it.
Let me cook.
I just want to hang out with my friends at shows that I'm at, but it's all good. July 27th, I will be also at the Ontario Improv. Follow my other podcast, the We Can't Dunk Podcast. We're almost finished. It's almost the end of the season. The finals have almost been finalized. So come check that out.
All right. You can follow me on Instagram at Willie_D20, twitch.tv/William_D20. I'll be at the Back to the Grind showcase this Thursday, so come out for that. July 27th, Ontario Improv, of course, improv.com/Ontario. And I think that's it, because nobody likes me. Listen to my other podcast, Thick and Thin Podcast I do with my girlfriend Eben every Tuesday. You can find on YouTube and everywhere you find your Audible podcasts.
Jesus Christ. Are you really going to make me literally rap? Okay. We got
Carlos.
George, Will sitting around smoking all the weed, acting like clowns. We got all the alcohol and all the blunts, and then we'll go sit around chit chat like some fucking cunts. Either way, what can I say? It's the middle of the day and we're just a little slosh and we're just a little high, but either way, we are the three buddy system guys.
Welcome to another episode of the Buddycast. Sitting with me via good internet is Carlos Patino, and also sitting with me via pretty shitty internet is William White Candy Henderson.
I don't know what provider we have, but I'm going to find you and I'm going to fucking burn your building down and fucking kill your family.
That's not good for your connection, dude.
Find the CEO.
No, I don't work. No, because then they're not getting the internet, so I'll get the extra the
extra
that they're not.
bandwidth.
Yeah. I'm gonna hardwire their internet into my internet after I murder them all, and it'll be good.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that was your plan. I apologize for saying that you were wrong.
God, I hope they don't turn up dead. Frontier CEO murdered in his home along with his family, and the cables were hardwired into an. I swear it wasn't me. I was just angry. Okay. Speaking emotionally,
Who doesn't get angry when their internet doesn't work, man?
dog.
Man,
It's one of those things where it's like, if this doesn't work in 2025, Hitler should have been right.
Here's the thing, he was
and
right.
I quote, clip it.
You know, it's like, if we can't figure this out, we might as well have been taken over by Nazis. That's how I feel.
Should have let them win.
It's like, they probably would have given us better internet.
Yeah, if the Nazis won, we would have global internet, guys.
Mhm.
For sure. Yeah, dude, we'd be on like T7 or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what is like home internet uses. Remember,
T-
wasn't there used like a T2 at some
Oh, those are
point?
like business though, like the T1s and like the fiber optic cables and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I want like glass optic cable. I don't know what. Like, send it through water or
Yeah.
something. Like,
Yeah. Just a tank of water, just send the light beam.
yeah,
through
like
that.
you know, like the Large Hadron Collider. I want that for my internet.
Damn, you know that thing's like 10 miles long?
Yeah, fucking that's all I want it under my house, generating internet all the time. Just
There needs to be a glow coming from the grass just because it keeps
Yeah.
going. Woo, 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 woo.
I want to get in trouble for not using enough internet. That's what I want.
Hey, you promised us high output, sir.
Yeah, you can find me if I don't use it enough. How about that? So stupid.
Yeah, we've been gone for a little while, y'all. Welcome back to the cast, listeners and friends. The scene has started to unfold and change itself lately. We do have we got that Monday night at courtesy of Mike Baker and Blue Banter Comedy at Carbon Nation. What do you
That
guys
room's
think of
cool,
that?
too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice little back room.
Yeah.
Small, awkward a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's cool. At least it's away from like the patrons, because dog, the kids at Brewer, I just don't understand why.
Yeah.
Like, I get that people want to drink, but it's like, why are you bringing your kid out on a Friday night at 7:30, 8 o'clock to a brewery? Like, that's so crazy to me.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
you're genuinely a piece of shit. Like, even if there wasn't comedy, you suck as a parent
Yeah.
for having your kid out that's crazy, dude.
Monday, but yeah.
Just because you can't take
No,
them to a bar.
sorry, I was talking about like Carlos's show that we did.
Oh,
Like-
also, yeah.
Like, half the people there were kids. I
Mhm.
shit you not.
No, he's not kidding.
No, I know. I saw in the clip.
I invited him.
And by
Invited the kids.
We need some diversity.
I said, kids, come on through. Leave your parents.
and that's how you build brand loyalty, guys.
We're gonna have fans for 20 years now.
Mhm.
But it is crazy. It's like, get a babysitter, or like, you don't come out like that. I don't
You
know.
don't go
man.
out. Yeah, you don't
You
get
don't
to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy a
Or-
12-pack and drink at your place.
Or
Exactly.
a brewery's not a spot. Like I don't understand what about it. I understand like where we're at now, and I understand that the vibe of a brewery is a little bit more family oriented, a little more for everyone, but I don't really understand why that's the case, considering that it is just a bar. Like it is a
It's just a bar. It's
It's a
just
bar.
it's a family friendly. Somehow they're allowed to be like, yeah, bring your kids into this bar.
Yeah, we have
Like-
cornhole.
and giant chess.
That's what
Some of them-
justifies it.
Some of them don't even serve food. You can't even justify it. Like, we're bringing our kids out for dinner. They're just like,
Mhm.
they're coming out, they're sitting here on their iPads, and we're getting drunk. Like,
Mhm.
what the fuck, dude?
On brewery beer too. Brewery beer slaps different, and I've got this confirmed from multiple brewers that it's fresher, it's there, you know, like it's just
Well,
it hits hard.
generally a higher alcoholic content too, right?
It's more
Yeah.
concentrated.
Yeah.
It's like straight from the
Yeah.
source. It's like taking the milk straight from the cow.
Yeah,
dude.
It's,
Getting that-
you
Those
get-
good
you get
fats.
trash, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, I've been there.
But it's like, yeah, I don't understand it, man. Especially when you walk in and it's like, I could see like bring them out, they get food, you get a drink, and then okay. But as soon as you see comedy show, you gotta get like it's insane to keep your kids there.
Yeah.
No.
It's insane.
That's also for me, like why at this point, if there's a child in the room, I don't even address it. I'm like, look, I'm not your parent. You're still here. You're gonna hear the shit. Like I came in with 10
Oh,
minutes. It's gonna come. Sorry.
oh, I do because I want the parents to realize how much of a piece of shit they are.
I'm trying to just give them trauma at this point. Like you made a bad decision. You're gonna regret this for the rest of your life.
Oh, see, that's interesting because I want to make the parents feel
You want
bad.
shame.
Yeah, I want to shame them. Yeah, I want them to feel guilty.
You want
When
to
they're
ring a
like-
bell and go shame.
Yeah,
Shame.
like are you ready to have the conversation that you're gonna have on the way home? What's come? Why is I'm gonna come on you? What does that mean? Like,
Mommy, what is
you ready
finger
for that?
blasting?
Yeah, it's like, and they're every time, every show, they're like, oh, they hear worse at home. It's like, what the hell is happening at home?
Yeah.
From 10 strangers, they hear worse at home
Seriously,
from 10
that's
strangers.
crazy, dude.
Because it is very different to hear like fuck from your mom than it is a complete stranger out of context.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two different memories.
Yeah.
On a microphone too, for that matter.
Yeah, it's like if you as parents are talking like we're talking around your kids at home,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't have kids.
Yeah.
You don't know how to raise them. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. And that's why I think I think more to your point, what you were saying, William, is that's why the room at Carbon Nation is cool because it is kind of secluded from that.
Yes.
It is
I
gonna
forgot we were talking about that.
it is gonna suck this summer though when you gotta
gonna be
leave that
hot.
back window open and stuff. It's gonna be great during the fall, but you gotta get through the summer first. The summer back there, I imagine, is gonna be. It was like the winter at the Getaway. Like it's just gonna be. It's gonna kind of suck for a while. But yeah, I like that space. I feel like the owner managers or whatever are kind of giving him carte blanche to produce it as he sees fit, as long as everything stays put and doesn't really get broken. It seems like he's got free reign to produce back there and do whatever he wants, which is what I think made the W great. Was like we kind of got just don't kill anybody back here. Yeah, we're good.
Laissez-faire.
Yeah. It's like, hey, be friends with the security guard and then don't break anything. We're good. Cool.
Yeah.
Only George can go in the closet.
Yeah, as places should be like for comedy shows. They should just be like free reign. Just be responsible.
It's difficult though. It's so hard, especially like on Thursday when I know that people walked out angry. I know that people were complaining about not so directly to staff, but I know that staff heard, and it's hard for me to, I guess, justify, because that is part of the open mic experience, both as an audience member and a comedian, is that we have to, unfortunately or not, whatever side of the fence you're on, we have to push the envelope in order to find where that line is.
What were people mad about on Thursday?
Just offensive stuff.
But I think those people were like easily offended.
For sure. Yeah. I don't think they understood what was
were they
coming
actual
down.
people or was it?
Yeah,
like,
they were people. Yeah.
And
But they were only down there for maybe 15 minutes.
There's
Not that long. 3 comics.
There's that, and we've been doing Back to the Grind for like what, maybe 2 years now. 3
Going
years
on it, I think. Yeah, I think
So
January marks next January is 3 years, right?
So this is the first time that someone's walked out angrily, like.
I mean, that I
being like-
saw. That's the first time that I saw. I'm sure it's happened.
Well, other people are just kind of like, oh, well, we'll just never go to something like that ever again, which is fine because like you know yourself better than you do. So like, why would you go down to a open mic comedy show and then be like, I don't like what they were saying. Hey, no one likes what they're saying.
We don't like what they're saying either.
I don't like what I'm saying. You know, it's you know, like, and it's like those people just don't. They're not there to be entertained by that. I don't know what they want. They want to do other things. They just stumbled upon it, and then they were just like, "Well, now I'm angry."
Right.
Well, I mean, that's not our fault, really. Like, you kind of stumbled down there, didn't hear what you wanted to hear. It's just like I can't. Like, not all of us could be like, "Hey, before I start, what pisses you off so I don't say it." It's impossible.
Also, dude, this shit, I don't think this shit happens everywhere. Like, I think it's really bad in California. Like, I just think people are just so sensitive here because of everything that's going on.
Mm.
And so they just like they still want to be like social justice warrior-y. And
Yeah,
it's just
they
like,
still want a
yeah,
virtue
dog,
signal.
we're
Mm.
fucking beyond that. Like we're so far beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Oh
But
man,
I think it's difficult for me to, I guess, entirely place the blame on the audience member that gets upset. You know, they are still entitled to their world and their experience and their views. Like it's still very real and valid the same way ours are. I do think there's a little bit more responsibility that falls on the comedian and the comic performing to do their job. And I think that's where my mentality lies of like there's a professionalism to the thing that we've chosen to do, and you have to do your job as well as possible, and that does not include simply offending for the fact of being offensive.
Yeah, but
You
it's
know,
still open mic, and some of these people are still trying to figure out what it is that they're gonna do. They can't be professional because they don't even know what their place is in the world of professional comedy. So like they're
for
still trying
sure.
to figure it out. So it's like I can't.
But they don't
I
have
don't.
that. They don't have that perspective yet. They haven't developed that, and a lot of people won't even get to that point where they're like, "Oh, I have to do something a little better, different than everyone else." Because
Yeah, but they can't get there unless they have these experiences at open mics, and it's
but,
like I'm
and
not.
that's what I was bringing it back around to. Is like the three comics that these people were present for don't necessarily think that they were being unprofessional in any way because they're behaving how they typically behave at their typical comedy experience because these people aren't getting booked on shows. They're not slash have never done club comedy. They don't really know, not saying club comedy is better, but there is a standard that is kind of expected, a decorum of behavior when you're within a comedy club. You're the lineups on the wall, you're expected to check in, stay in the green room, don't ruin the magic, things like that. And because their experience is primarily open mic nights, they are writing to the back of the room, they're performing to the back of the room, and the back of the
Mm.
room likes offensive shit. And they don't,
People
that's
like
not a
offensive
problem.
shit, man.
People like well presented
Yeah.
offensive
Yeah, but
shit.
like you can't learn to present it well if you don't practice. If you don't practice initially, yeah, you're gonna suck and you're gonna be offensive, but eventually you might flourish into Anthony Jeselnik. Probably not, but like
Yeah.
that, there is a lane for that, and like you can't get there without open mics and without being bad and without offending people. Like,
Just just
I'm
do
not
what I do.
disagreeing with you. I think
Yeah.
I'm talking down to writing to the back of the room. I think that's the problem. Is like if
Yeah.
if if you don't realize that you're doing that, then you have no route of progression. You have to know that what you are doing is trying to make comics laugh and that
Mm-hmm.
comics laugh at different shit. That doesn't mean that the joke that you're using is not good. It means that you have to find the spot of that where the layman and the general and the comics kind of overlap so that you can maximize your amount of laughs. I'm not saying don't do offensive shit, but to go to an open mic night because these comics that I see regularly always do the same shit.
yeah,
I
but
think what I'm getting at.
if you're an audience member walking in, it's like, oh, it's open mic comedy, and you think everybody's gonna be PG, you're also retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are dumb. You are absolutely so stupid if you think that open mic comedy is going to be like not offensive and good. Like you're so dumb. Like I don't care what experience you have with comedy, whether you've been to one show or been to none, you have to know that comedy inherently is like edgy and like people are going to say shit that you don't agree with. Like that's just a part of it. And if you don't realize that, you are dumb. You are not paying attention to the world.
Yeah.
And
Just gotta
I don't feel bad for you. Like you're stupid.
just gotta do what I do. Just make shit up so that way you don't have to talk about serious topics. Talk about conga lines.
Talk about drunk whales. Just fucking.
Shit that's obviously not real. But no, it's I mean, it's unfortunate that on both sides there's problems, but it's like you just can't I mean, you can't make people understand. That's the
my
problem.
my least favorite thing is like comics, quote unquote. They're like starting out and they don't realize the etiquette of comedy, and then they complain to other comics that about what they're doing, and they're like, I think I should be able to do this, and it's like, no, you're dumb. You don't realize that you're ruining the whole thing. Like at Noah's, what was it, last week or the week before? Not last week, obviously we weren't there,
Mhm.
but the week before. Luke from New York. Luke Davis was there,
Mm-hmm.
Luke
and
Davis.
yeah, and like he was on stage, and there was a comic that had gone up before him, and he had kind of like asked her a question and like was kind of talking to her, and she would respond, and then she just didn't know when to shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
she just took over his time.
Yeah, and it was like, and she was like, "Well, he was talking to me. He shouldn't have talked to me if like that." And it's like you don't understand. Like you were supposed to just respond, and then you shut up, and then you
Mm-hmm.
you pipe down.
Dude,
Like
you did your time. Get the fuck like you're done. You're done
and
for
it's
tonight.
like,
Clocked
yeah,
out.
he's talking to you, but you don't need to drone on.
Mm-hmm.
You can respond. He asks you a question, you give a quick answer, and then you let him go. But you don't keep going. But she, even after the fact, she was like going to other comics, being like, he asked for it. He was talking to me. And then the other comics were like, yeah, I don't know. And she even came up to me on Thursday, just this past Thursday, and was like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut today. And I was like, okay. Like, okay. Like she was like, they were mad at me. And I almost said something and be like, you realize like you don't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like you do know that, right? That you did ruin the set. Like, yes, he was talking to you. Yes, you should have responded, but you also need to know when to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so comics are just not aware of like how to act because they're dumb.
And then those people don't know how to take things the right way either. Because I was the one that told her to shut the fuck up.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I went up right after Luke Davis,
Right.
and then but I was just like, I didn't even say shut the fuck up. I just said, uh, I don't like when people talk during my set. Like that's just it. Like I was just like, I will shut that down. I will be like, shut the fuck up. And
I
all
think
she
I
heard,
even I
all
think
she
I
heard-
even said like
yeah,
he came all the way from New York and he talked through his whole set. Or like
Mhm.
I said something like
Yeah.
that too.
yeah. So it's just like they have selective hearing. I think she just heard shut the fuck up, and she's like, oh, they're mad at me now.
Exactly. It's like, well, you don't understand context. You're just dumb,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. And then, I just said, I was like, I don't need you guys to talk to myself. Just let me bomb. I'd rather just bomb than you guys, help me.
Yeah.
I don't want your help. I'd rather bomb than to be like, oh, that was a fun set, but it's because so and so was talking to me while I was up there. Like that's just, I don't want that. I don't want to. I want to be selfish here. Like I'm not trying to get assists here.
Yeah. Even if they're talking to you, you keep your responses to a minimum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like on stage adrenaline, it carries over. So like I get it. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're still hyped and stuff, but it's like you got to
Like-
realize that you're not shit.
You're done too. Like
Yeah.
your time.
She's like
has-
the grass man.
Yeah. Oh
The
my
grass
god.
man.
Oh,
Frankie and
yeah.
the grass man. Just like
Yeah.
shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
dude.
shut up.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day, and I think the grass man thought I wanted to fight him.
Oh, didn't you?
I should have.
No, you should definitely should have.
I
yeah.
should have, but I was thinking about it because I specifically was like, "Hey, let's talk about this outside."
Mhm.
Because I was trying to just remove him from the room, and then
Mhm.
his like vibe changed, and I think he thought I wanted to fight him. And
Let's
didn't-
take this outside.
I didn't. Yeah, I did not want to fight him, but I was
Now
like,
let's have a
"Oh, I
discussion
should've-"
outside.
Yeah, I should have chosen different words. I was like, "Oops, my bad." But I'm little. Like I'm not Mr. Like let's go fight. It's like it's whatever. But he
Yeah,
was,
but people know now that little dudes can scrap, dude.
Mhm.
They'll
That's
fucking
true.
grab your ankle and rip your whole fucking
Yeah,
phalanges
I'll
off.
bite your calf off, dude.
I'll bite
Yeah,
your
exactly.
nose. I'll bite your
Yeah.
nose.
Yeah,
I'm-
before you can even say stop.
Yeah. People, I think the problem with her, because that person was also there this past Thursday and was significantly quieter. I think the problem last time, not giving her a reason or an excuse, was that she didn't know if she was going to go up and she needed to be seen. She was at the very end last time and she did eventually go up. This time she knew she was on the list. This time she knew she was going to go up. So there was a point where she knew she was going to be on stage.
Mhm.
So I think there's a different thing, especially like there are 3 other comics I can think of who kind of do participate audibly when spoken to, and it's typically because they bomb on stage. Like they didn't get their rocks off. They still got their bag of rocks. Like I don't know what to do now. Let's throw it at this guy, and they try to participate and be like, no, I'm still funny. Oh, BT Dub. I don't know if maybe William was gone by then, but somebody posted a reel of exactly the moment I said. I was like, you guys are gonna get to see this again on
Oh
Instagram
yeah,
tomorrow. And
yeah.
I was
Wait,
right.
of people talking?
No,
No.
just of a laugh at an open mic night that short was a laugh, but it was very organic and something you probably can't repeat again. He'll probably try. He'll definitely try.
Hmm.
But it was like just an open riff of like, oh, let me comment on this right now and then get into my shit. And that was the largest laugh I would probably bet that this person got to
Hmm.
date.
Yeah, for sure. I
So
agree with.
it went up.
I know who you're talking about, and when you said that, I foresaw it too. I was just like, oh, he's definitely right about this.
Yeah. Not
And
only did
then
he post the reel, he was
oh,
like,
before he
I
went to
got a
sleep,
reel coming.
yeah.
Reel
And then
dropping soon.
and then we knew what moment it was gonna be too. So
Yeah.
it's just like that was pretty funny.
That's goofy ass shit. That's what
Hmm.
that is. Like what
That's when I left.
that's also like the point where I'm like your experience of comedy now needs to be outside. You need to get booked because
Hmm.
you're posting your gym time essentially.
Hmm.
Like this is not what this is for. You look goofy as shit.
Why does everybody want to get famous right away, dude? It's so dumb. Everyone
I
wants to
don't
go viral. They don't even want to be famous. They want to go viral.
I think they see that as the only way now.
It's
Like I
the
said,
only
like
way.
we're a different we are on the cusp. We're kind of the millennial of comedy where like we all came up with the internet developing. We all came up with home computers developing. So we also know what an analog world feels like and how to exist in an analog world. And these new comics, these 20-year-olds, like all they see are the Matt Rifes and the crowd work and like, oh, I need to participate. They see this zeitgeist and it's like what is here now is what has always been. And so I have to participate in this, not
Mm.
But
realizing.
those clips, that's the shit that we should be doing right now
Yeah.
because we on top of that we have the experience and the material to then like if someone sees that and books us, we can like back it up with more stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like there is a point where it's like, yeah, post all your shit because it's just about exposure at a certain point, and it's just like it sucks. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate clip culture, but
It is
the
what
more
it is.
we like, oh, I don't want to do that, the more we fall behind. That's the fact of the matter.
Yeah. Williams completely changed his tone now. He's
I have
commenting on
Mhm.
memes. He's
actively
fucking putting up.
dude. Oh, dude, I've been going hard on Facebook comments, bro. Trust and believe. If you say something I don't like, I'm gonna let you know.
Mm.
I'd rather say that to their face, though.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, they don't say dumb shit to your face though.
Yeah, a lot of
They
people
put it-
do.
they put it
You'd
on
be
Facebook.
surprised. You'd be
Oh my
fucking
goodness,
surprised how
man.
much dumb shit people say to me.
The shit I can tell you that I don't want to say on the podcast because I don't even
Oh,
want to.
dude, feed
bring
me.
it
I want
up.
to hear it, dude.
We could say it in a meeting.
It's just people are awkward and they don't know it, man. Those are the worst ones. Where it's just like
Some-
you're creeping everybody out, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes I think I'm awkward, and then I go, no, you guys are fucking weird. I'm the normal one,
dude,
dude.
the weirdest thing I do is shoot free throws before I go up.
The weirdest thing is that you miss every time. That's
No, I
weird.
don't. There's no
You
basketball.
kidding me? He's 100%
Yeah.
fake free throw shooter.
like like it was cool though because like what was it not this past Thursday but the one before that Frankie and Luke Davis were there and like I was shooting my free throws upstairs and Luke Davis like walks by me and he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh no, I just shoot free throws to get in the zone. And then he goes, oh for sure, my bad. And then he fucking went
Nice.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
he
that's your thing?
understood.
Yeah.
Because
That's
he's
a
like
comic, dude.
yeah, he's like, oh, like I don't need you to explain furthermore. Like you said the magic words, and then he's like, I'm gonna leave you alone now.
Yeah.
And that was
A
perfect.
comic understands whatever sentence comes before the phrase before my set. Like, oh, that's just something you need to do.
Yeah.
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 I need to murder a kitten before my set. Oh, for sure, dude.
Oh, go for it, man. Oh, my bad, dude. Sorry I
I
interrupted
don't want
you.
you. I don't
Do
want
you need
to
help
bomb.
finding one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need a bag? I have a bag in my car. You can just put it in. You're done. Yeah, that's weird. I think. I was talking with someone on Thursday in the back, and someone was also just I think trying to join the conversation and just commented on what I said. Just like I don't even remember what I said. It was something like offhanded, like yeah, I hate when they do that. And this person just came up and was like, yeah, that really sucks. I hate when they do that. I was like, what the fuck just
What
What
Like,
is
well,
going on, man?
It's like, well, I'd rather they do that than whatever the fuck you just did.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
because like
I hate that, but I cannot stand this shit.
they stood up. They
But I
stood up
fucking
and
hate you
walked
for this.
into the group. Like it was me. I think it was me and two other people. Maybe it was you, Carlos, with someone. I don't remember. But they walked into the group, and I was like, "You. This is. I don't."
It was
I'm
somebody
going
once on the
somewhere else.
improv way too badly.
That's not how to get it. That's not how to get it. If you're listening right now, that's not how to do it.
Yeah, just
And
be
and
funny.
and I'm just assuming that this person is fairly new, and we had already established if you're new, you're not gonna get on. Like it's just take that
Yeah.
out of your head.
Yeah, yeah. It's we're gatekeeping the improv.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are
We are, but we're not. You can ask.
actively.
You guys can
No,
get
no,
your
no,
own
we
show
are.
too.
We
We're
are
doing it.
Yeah, no, fuck them.
Yeah.
You don't deserve it.
But we're gatekeeping a gate that you could also get if you didn't suck. is
If
my
you
point.
worked hard, you could be exactly where we
Yeah.
are without any of our help.
Yeah.
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 I don't think we've given anyone anything just by being cool with us.
Except for you.
Yeah, just you.
I'm cool as shit.
You're right. You're right. You are cool as shit.
Yeah, but I'm exceptionally cool, dude.
I'm very
super
cool. You guys wouldn't hang with me. Like I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I don't think we've ever like hung out just to hang out. I think we've always had a reason why, for us to be around each other. Like
We're always
we,
content creating.
yeah, we're either doing a
True.
podcast, we're doing a meet. We don't call our hangouts. We call them meetings, podcast, open mics,
Shoot
shows,
days.
We
shoot days. Yeah.
we were fake productivity people.
If people don't know this, we're not real friends.
Yeah. We're coworkers. We're colleagues.
We really don't know that much about each other.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't even know
Yeah.
William's middle name. I don't
Yeah.
Mm.
That's not true. I do.
I only know Georgia's because it sounds like a slur.
hmm George N-word Ferrito. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. That's my middle name.
That's why you're here, dude. That's also William's middle name.
Yeah.
It's weird that you changed your middle name to that, but whatever.
Mhm.
Why is that weird? You get me. You understand.
You can change it to whatever you want, man. It's crazy.
Can I say last week at the mic at Back to the Grind when like Luke was here and everybody was hanging out, I realized like because I wasn't working that day, I realized that I don't have any friends. Nobody wants to hang out with me.
That's not true. I always like hanging out with you.
You were not anywhere to be found when Frankie was here.
Yeah, because we were.
When your real friends and when everyone's real
friends.
friends are there, I have no friends.
That's because they became my friends before we were friends.
So does loyalty mean nothing to you,
Damn,
dude?
you could have invited him to Pixels, dude.
He doesn't go to Pixels. Would you go to Pixels?
Yeah, because you never invite him.
Before the show, maybe. Much more likely I go to Pixels before the show than hanging out after, for sure.
Okay. All right. Never
For
mind. Hey, man.
After the
Open
show's
them-
done, everything's packed up. I'm trying to leave, but before I'm stuck there. You know what the
All
fuck
right.
else am I gonna
Yeah,
do?
he doesn't want to be that guy that's getting up from his seat and commenting on a conversation. You
We
guys
had
are
to.
having.
That's why I was like, I need to find
He's
friends.
just-
I'm starting to
he's
slip
just-
myself into conversations.
Well, it's
Yeah, he's
my
just
fault.
following behind you like a puppy dog. Like, you guys
Yeah.
have room?
It's my fault. It's my fault for assuming that you just don't want any part of that shit. So
I don't think I've ever been invited to Pixels either.
Exactly, because you guys have real friends and stuff. You guys are hanging
To be
out
fair,
talking.
I probably wouldn't go.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? See, you see. So I was right to assume that about you, Will.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
remove my agency to make the decision, and
Yeah,
that's
it's like-
assault.
It's like
Yeah.
when people
Well, I
go,
apologize.
I don't ask William to be on shows because I don't want to make him drive. It's like that's not
no,
up to
that
you.
is pretty stupid. Yeah, you just had. I'm sorry, George.
No,
sorry,
I just
Will.
realized I don't have friends, which is fine. But I was just sitting there like, damn, everybody, fucking the new classes over there being goofy with their shit. There's people
Mhm.
back in the back smoking weed. There's 38 people here, and I'm sitting by myself. It's like, all right, well, I'll just pretend there's something interesting on this soundboard. I'm just gonna.
That's why everybody
Move some
That's why
knobs.
everybody sucks compared to us because they're all just there with their friends and having fun. We're there to work, dude.
Mhm.
But it happened because it happened to me at Carbon on Monday, and then it happened on Thursday. I was like, damn, really? I don't. Nobody likes me.
Well, last time I went to Carbon, I hung out with you.
No.
We
I
hung
hung
out.
out with you guys. I sat
That's
down
not
with
true.
you guys. Yes.
No, because I would go up and get beers, and I would come back to sit with you. Like I would.
Where you guys were already sitting, and I had to go sit there. I went.
Mm.
I went to y'all.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Well,
Be my friend, guy. Carlos, be my friend.
I am. I am. Oh my
That's so
God.
funny,
Like
dude.
me.
It's funny because like I'll go to a mic with my AirPods in and just be sitting listening to music, and then somebody will come up to me and start talking to me. It's like I don't really want to do this right now. I just want to listen to my music before I go on stage. To be honest with you,
I'll have conversation. I like talking to people, but most people that like they want to talk, they say dumb shit that don't make sense, or
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know.
or it's like I don't know how to continue this
Yeah,
conversation.
I was
right
waiting
now.
for my drink at Back to the Ground. I was just standing there, and another, I'm not gonna say comic, another person that was going up, turned around. They're like, "How you been?" And I was like, "Oh, just staying busy." You're like, "Yeah, I do a lot of things." Like, I didn't ask. Okay, cool.
Yeah, if it was when people are like, "How's it going?" It's like, what do you want me to say? Like, you don't know anything about my personal life, so if I go like, work kind of sucks, and they're not gonna
Yeah.
be able
Me
to
and my
like,
girl are beefing right now. Like,
yeah, they're not gonna be able to like sympathize because they have no idea, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't want you to have an idea. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't mind them knowing, but I don't think anyone ever has like asked me a question that was really like inquiring about George as a person. It
Mhm.
always feels like a
Mm,
transactional conversation where they're like, "How are you? How was your show? How do I get on that show?" It's
yeah.
always like, "What can you do for me?" And then it's never like, "Hey man, don't you get tired doing all this stuff?" Like, don't you
Mhm.
get tired posting all, don't you get tired being the tip of the spear in the Inland Empire? Yes. Yes, I do. I
Yeah.
would like to stop, please. But that's why I'm glad that like Mike Baker's doing his thing. He's got and not necessarily a producing partner, but he's got somebody running sound for him. There's a stage there. Like if you looked in there on a Monday, you could see that whoever's running this is trying.
Mhm.
That they're doing the thing. And then Hunter's got his Loud Burger on Tuesday that I guess
Mhm.
is an open mic now
Yeah.
Yeah, as of last week.
as of last week. Even though
Mm.
all of the promotion I'm seeing, I'm still like, is it though? It
Oh,
doesn't
I guess I haven't
say
checked.
mic. Well, it doesn't say open mic anywhere outside of that story. And if I didn't know, I would assume it's the same Tuesday. Um, Not saying he's not trying or anything, but there's maybe
It's a
he's busy.
verbiage thing.
Yeah, like you have to make it clear. I don't want to show up and be like, "Oh, I'm just here to watch
Right.
this guy do 20 minutes."
And that's what was
Okay.
happening. That's what was happening initially because his posts weren't clear that it was a showcase either.
Or anyone was booked even.
Yeah, or that anyone was booked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like that place is cool.
It seems cool. Everyone seems to have
It's
good
cool.
things to say about it, minus the lack of music transitions from what I hear.
Yeah, they tried on Tuesday, but they just got to work out kinks and stuff. So,
My kink is rope play.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then Wednesdays at Noah's,
if your
which is no
kink
longer
is really
happening.
quiet music, then that's
Oh,
that's
I'm gonna get
there's
hard, dude.
ASMR comedy. I don't know. Yeah, Wednesdays. Yeah, sure. I don't know. I have no idea.
For the people wondering, they basically said, "Hey, we're not going to be open." And we're like, "Okay,
Mhm.
Okay.
that's
Oh,
I'm not
fine."
gonna be open for a month.
Nice.
Oh, look at his dog! Get him on the cast. We're not paying him though. We're not. He doesn't get
No.
a cent of
No.
kickdown.
No, you can't do plugs.
Let me talk about my shows.
We're gonna use AI to make him talk someday, dude.
I'm gonna have him say the N word a lot. He's allowed. He's black, though.
Promos. He's black.
But I mean, if if and when Noah's comes back up or doesn't come back up, there is still like other open mics in the area on a Wednesday, and then you get
Mhm.
Thursday back to the grind. So like, thankfully, somehow we've managed to have a full schedule out here, and half of it is not us, which is fucking great.
It's
Mhm.
about time.
Yeah, yeah. Going to Mondays, even though I don't have any friends, going to Mondays is nice to as just a comment.
Mhm. And if people notice, we will use you if you start your own shit.
For
Mhm.
sure.
Take
For sure.
notes.
Yeah.
We use Mike Baker. We're gonna use Hunter.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I promise you.
I mean,
Like-
you have to produce, but you also can't suck. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
but generally
you
speaking,
can be bad,
people,
but you can't suck.
I think generally speaking, people that want to take on that kind of task probably don't suck. in the
Yeah,
first
hopefully,
place.
hopefully not. Yeah, because it is extra work. You're right. I was having this conversation with Pierce Amaro because he's heavy in the rock gallery and stuff, and he was saying that they have the same problem too. Is that there's just producing is so much work that nobody wants to do it, and then the people that are producing become kind of like the figureheads of whatever they
And then
happen to
everybody
be
else is
doing.
like, they're gatekeepers. And it's like, no,
Yeah,
we're just the only ones that are willing to do shit, man.
yeah. We're
Oh,
the only
sorry. I
ones.
didn't realize there were
She's
children
she's
present.
got headphones. She can't
She's
hear
got her
anything.
headphones. You can't do
Oh.
plugs. I can hear you.
Yeah. Production's difficult. I get it, but I don't know. It's also the easiest way to guarantee yourself stage time.
Yeah.
And that's at the end all be all is like that's the thing you need to get better. Otherwise, you just start posting open mic clips,
Hmm.
which
That's
is
what most of my
crazy,
clips are going to be.
which is crazy,
That's all I do.
which is crazy.
Because nobody books me. Because they think
May-
I suck at comedy. Because all they see
maybe-
me at is open mics and my clips from open mics.
Maybe it's because you have your headphones in and you don't talk. Like I want to be people's friends, but you don't.
Trying to be in the
So we're
zone, dude.
different.
You gotta zone in somehow.
Yeah, but you have to zone in 2 hours before the show starts.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, required. I start zoning
But
in
it's-
on my drive there.
Kind of like what you said, though. It's like anytime like somebody talks to me, I was like, I could have gone without that interaction.
Hmm.
Like that was just awkward, or like you didn't say anything like fruitful, or like
Did I
Or
tell you guys
multiplied.
about the time? This might have been like a month ago. I back to the grind. And for me, that's the statute of limitation, so I can start dropping names. But I was ordering my drink and paying and then about to go wait. I was in that little transition, and Millie was in line behind me, and she looked up. She was like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Did you guys have to pay today?" And pay about signing up. And I was like,
what does that mean?
I don't think you understand what goes on here. I didn't have to pay. No, I did not.
No.
I never pay. I take a
Mhm.
priority spot and I still don't pay.
She was like, "Did you
Mhm.
guys have to pay?" I didn't know how to be like, "No, I get your money.
Mhm.
Like, I distribute that. What do you mean? Did you?"
Yeah,
So,
this is a profit for me. You think
You
I'm
don't-
paying in to get a
Did
profit?
you
Are
have to
stupid?
pay?
yeah, I was like, I don't think you understand what's going on here.
Hmm.
What did you tell her? Were you like, yeah?
Paid with my time.
No, I was so like taken aback that I didn't really give her. I was like, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
I better not have. Wait, did I pay? Did you see
Let me
me pay? I
Hold
didn't
on.
pay, did I?
let me check my Venmo.
Did I black out for a second? Did I Venmo Carlos $5?
Oh man.
Yeah, it was just odd, and I don't know. I not that I need the clout as to what is happening in Back to the Grind or the buddy system, but you got to be pretty disconnected to, I feel like, ask any of us that question of like, what did you do? Did you pay? What number? Like, we're we're beyond that. We exist outside of that system.
It's true.
So
That's why we gotta stop doing open mic. Just do showcase, dude.
as long as we can keep people coming to that showcase,
Dude, we have every now and then. Do we always have like a couple that like become like kind of semi-regulars? Like right now, I think this is like their third week in a row. There's a couple that sits like on the right hand side. It's like a chunkier dude, chubbier chick,
Oh, those like
Hispanics.
yeah.
those Hispanics. So it's just like, dude, like they and
That couple that comes every week and never laughs. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking
well,
about.
they laugh at my shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, I just watch them the whole night and they're just
Mhm.
stone face. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
But they
just don't
but
care.
they'll go every. Maybe one of them. Maybe the guy wants to try it or something.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
because I don't understand. Because like it was funny because they were coming out like every now and then, like during art walk or whatever, but they weren't like together yet because everyone would ask them like, "Are you guys
Right.
together?" And they'd be like, "No."
Right.
What are you trying? And then he successfully
Atta
sealed the
boy.
deal. Yeah, so like now
Good
they're
job,
together.
dude.
Now
I
they're
bet you we
together.
had something to do with that.
Yeah,
He was
man.
like, hey, man, they think we should be together. What do you
Yeah,
think about
yeah.
that?
Yeah, we're matchmakers. Yeah,
Hell
dude,
yeah, dude.
I saw someone get at Pixels last week. Me and Mike saw someone get fucking friend zoned hard.
Oof.
Yeah, that shit hurt, dude. Like, we were watching the Pacers OKC game, so they were right in front of the TV, so you could hear what they're saying and shit like that. And I just heard the girl like, "This is why you're my best friend," and I was just like, "Oh, poor bastard, you poor bastard."
Yeah. Oh, you poor bastard, you. Oh, you don't even know what's going on. You don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, just the look on the guy's the look on
Unfolding
the
right in front of your eyes.
the look on the guy's face was just like, that's not what I'm
Priceless.
not trying to do right now.
Check, please.
My check, please. This
You can
bitch
split
can
it,
pay for her
yeah.
own shit.
And then he was like, we saw his strategy. He just started getting her drunk. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, all right. That's
I
a
never-
turn I
finger
wasn't
her.
expecting.
Never tried that move before.
How about that for a best friend move?
Somebody check up on her. Like she's probably
You're gonna drink until you're not my friend.
No, what's gonna happen is she's gonna get fucked up, go to like a club or something, and then she's gonna talk to some other dude, and he's
Yep.
just gonna be standing there like,
Just brooding. Just
I
like if
bought
I
her those-
broke this bottle, I could probably slit his throat before
Mhm.
anybody stopped me.
yeah. But he was trying to sit close to her and shit like that. It was funny.
Yeah, poor kid.
Poor bastard.
Someday you'll learn.
Someday, man, you'll get the one guy.
Man, I wish I could tell like past George, and I guess this is gonna be bragging, but I wish I could tell past George that like girls are not gonna be an issue. Like you know, I was so worried about like
fucking weird
mm,
flex.
that's what I'm saying. I understand, but like I was so hyper fixated on like I needed to get like a girlfriend. I needed to have like a girl's approval of me in order to feel valuable, and that was such a large part of my like early high school, elementary school experience that I didn't focus on anything else.
Whoa, you
And
went from elementary school straight to high school? That's crazy.
yeah,
dude.
I skipped well because I went to a private school and they
They
said I
don't
was
have
too
middle
smart.
school in Hawaii.
Oh,
Yeah.
They call it Mukalakahiki school. And
right.
that's only 6 weeks. So you go from 6th to 9th.
And
You
each
learn
school year,
geometry.
the first 3 school years, like are like 2 school years put together.
Yeah, because it's intentional because it follows the harvest of the lo'i and the kalo and stuff.
I know what that is.
Mhm.
I've heard of that. Yeah, for
The
sure.
stars, man. It's got to do with the
Mhm.
stars.
I'm just saying that I've never had that experience of like getting friend zoned in public or private. I've been friend zoned early on, but later
Yeah,
on,
in,
it's
in
like-
high school. Well, no, that
Mhm.
happened to me in college for sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's funny. Like once
the
you
thumb
realize,
turned into the middle finger for you. You're like,
Mhm.
fuck this place.
once no, that happened in the middle. That was here.
Damn.
Um, it's funny, like what, like you get older and like you realize, like, oh, if I didn't try so hard, I would have gotten more pussy. Like, I would
I
have been
thought it
more attractive because you don't care.
I
Like,
thought you were gonna say, if I didn't try so hard, at the end it wouldn't even matter.
And that's a wrap.
Mm.
no, but it's like once you like like genuinely like stop looking for love, and like if you're out searching for a partner, it's like you're too inundated with it to like
Yeah.
just let it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you almost seep that desperation, and people
Yeah,
are not attracted to
yes.
that. Once you do your
Yes.
own thing, and they're like,
Mhm.
he's not interested in me. They're like, why?
Hmm. Well, you just wait it out, man. Like eventually it kind of just comes to you. I think it's
Until you
Eventually
get
she'll
friend
marry
zone,
you.
just wait it out, man. Stay in that friend zone,
No.
stay in the pocket, dude.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying what I'm saying is just like when you stop caring about that shit, that's when it happens.
Yeah,
Because,
It'll be
I mean, that's
somewhere
when it hap-
random, somebody you didn't even consider. Like,
yeah. See, now I'm married, have a child and a dog.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not go that far, but
But it could get to that point. Is what I'm
your
saying.
wife
If you
banged
wanted
out all
to.
her hood rats already, and she's like, this one's stuck around.
Because
This one's cool.
That's why, like, I'm just like, when I stopped giving a shit so much about that, like, that's when it happened.
Yeah.
Now, here I am.
Once again, I'm torn in pieces.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Hey, you guys, I'm very proud of us. We didn't talk about food today.
I know, and like I'm hungry.
Well, we got another meeting, so you are not allowed. You can DoorDash something, but
Hang out.
we have no, we have to meet. We don't hang out.
We don't hang out.
We're not
We have
friends.
to
Don't hang
meet.
out.
We don't do that.
Even when we play D&D, it's like this is for a purpose.
Yeah, part of us,
Yeah.
every single one of us is like, should we be recording this? Like, should we
And
post
I know.
this somewhere?
Yeah.
Honestly, we probably should. And Melissa, it's so funny. Like we'll be like, oh, we play D&D, and Melissa's like, you want to come over early to hang out? It's like, what? What do you mean?
Do you ever
We're
clock
just-
in? Do you ever go to work early just to hang out and then clock in?
It's like, what are you talking about? We're just gonna
Yeah.
like sit there and not do anything.
It's because we're weird, you guys. We have I don't know. We just do.
I have
things
I have a creative energy that needs to be fucking quenched. You know,
different.
You want me to use it all up right before we start?
I never realized like I genuinely do want to create stuff. Like I love like writing my little tigers videos. Like I fucking eat that shit up. It's so much fun to me. And like
Mhm.
making the videos, even though it takes hours, I'm like, this is fun.
Wait.
Like I like doing
you
this.
you didn't realize as an artist that you like to create things until today?
No, not today. I was just like, this is like a recent thing. Like once I
That's
started
still
doing the
too
tigers,
recent for the fact that you've been
I
doing
know.
comedy for a
Well, I
decade.
thought I was like, I
dude.
like doing comedy. Not like I like to create shit. But once I started like writing scripts for the sketches and shooting those and doing the other podcasts and editing that together and like blah blah blah. It's like, oh, I actually like enjoy putting things together. Like for a creative process, it just comes from like nothing, and then I can make something of it. Like
Yeah.
that's fun. I didn't realize like how like satisfying that was for me until like maybe a month ago or so, 2 months.
Damn, dude. No wonder you've been so angry for so long. You're like, I just need some catharsis in my life, guys.
I just need creation, dude.
Yeah.
But that's the thing too. It's like if I had more time, I could create more, and then it'd be happier, and I wouldn't be so fucking angry all the time.
For sure.
But I don't
For sure.
have that time, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
the
'Cause you
anger
spend most-
continues.
You spend most of your time driving. That's why. And that's why I'm saying, like,
Too much.
if you relocate, you get to reduce that time. You get that time back.
Yeah, but I'm poor. I don't make that much money, dude. That's a
I know.
problem.
But you
I
have
just
another
don't-
skill that you can capitalize on more. You know, you have the gift of gab. You
Maybe.
can do other things. You can run other shows. We have equipment for that to be a real possibility. Like you can make this happen, sire.
I don't
You're
wanna run
white,
any-
bro.
I don't
You
wanna-
should be
I
the
don't
one
wanna-
making this happen at the most.
I don't want to run any more shows, dude. It's not fun. That's not fun. That is not a creative thing. That's a production thing. That's not fun.
I disagree because the creative aspect comes in the promotion of how you're going to do it and how
fuck
you're
that
going to
shit.
lay
I
out
don't
the
want.
room.
I don't like that. That's
That's
not
my catharsis. I
exactly.
really
That's
do.
your creative thing. I don't like doing that shit. This is why we're a great team, dude.
The amount
Carlos
of
is just there.
I'm
I
just
want to
here.
I want to open like a folder and just have it all full of like the failed unposted flyers that I've made and just
Oh, fuck, dude.
just go
Every
through it.
month, every month, just
every
post
month,
like
just
rough
not
drafts.
This one, not this one, not this one.
Like
either.
here's the fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? The denied posts for this month, and just post
Yeah.
them all in one single post. That would be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, here's the ones that just didn't make it.
Didn't make the cut.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny because your rough drafts are like people's final drafts.
Oh yeah, for
And-
sure.
and that's-
That's a compliment. I appreciate that.
He'll
But
be like,
you gotta-
"Here's 3 rough drafts. I'm gonna make them better." I'm like, "These are fine as they are. All are. They're
any of them,
fine.
pick one. Just
I would've
pick
gone
one.
with
Who
these.
cares?
I fucked up on my last flyer, and I was just like, George is gonna fucking not like this.
No, I'm trying not to just beat it down. I'm trying to be more gentle parenting and be more encouraging.
Mm. I
What
didn't
was
even
wrong with
ask
your
you.
last one?
The bottom corner.
The edges were visible.
Yeah, like you could like it was just bad. But it looked cool like if you didn't pay attention to those things.
I thought
Yeah.
it was fine. So
That's why he added extra stars in the back so that you could get distracted. It's like if
It
I
worked
make
out.
it,
That looked cool on the screens at
Yeah.
the.
yeah, that looked
at
really
the show.
dope.
It looked really
did.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. You're.
It didn't
you-
come through so well on the videos and stuff, but live it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
your
think-
cinematography is lacking, but
That
everything
was
else-
just lighting though. Like it's like
Yeah.
towards a certain part of the night, like you couldn't really see people's faces on stage.
Is that because
Yeah.
you didn't have a light?
Yeah.
because we do now.
Oh yeah, that would have helped.
We do now have one spare speaker stand.
Oh, okay. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so that you could do that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this in a meeting thing.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Any raps? Because I think our boss is waiting for us.
Oh my god! We're gonna get fired, dude. We're gonna lose everything we have.
He's just waiting.
Okay, yeah, he's hopping in right now. We're gonna be in the Discord. Any final thoughts for the kids?
Book me on your shows, guys. I'm a good comic. I am a good comic.
Be my friend, you guys. I just want friends.
No, you don't want those people to be your friends.
I'll drive so far to do your show. Like, you don't understand. I will drive so far. I
know. I'm trying to tell fucking.
I'll drive so far and get so hard.
I'm trying to tell someone that I will get hard and drive to Santa Barbara. It doesn't matter. Just tell me. Tell me when. Give me a day.
Just weaving in out of traffic, just angry at people. Get the fuck out of the way.
Stage time is stage time.
I'm doing 7 minutes in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
One thing, I don't know why nobody ever books me, and I don't know how.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Sorry we were gone for so long. We'll be back for the buddy system. Signing off. I'm George. That's Carlos. That's William. Love you. Bye.
Jesus Christ.
Are you really gonna make me literally rap? We got
Carlos,
George, Will sitting around smoking all the weed, acting like clowns. We got all the alcohol and all the blunts, and then we'll go sit around chit chat like some fucking cunts. Either way, what can I say? It's the middle of the day and we're just a little sloshed and we're just a little high, but either way, we are the three buddy system guys.